Welcome to another show. Welcome to another live stream. Welcome to the Crypto Factor. This is your channel, your favorite channel for cryptopreneurs, by cryptopreneurs, for all you guys into cryptopreneurship out there. And yes, welcome back to another live stream. We do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock EEST time. That's 12 o'clock CET time. And yeah, I see people here. I see DeFi, do your own research. I see identity block with the hand signals and everything, which I love. And today we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency. We're going to be talking about the world. Basically, we're going to have our AMA. What does that mean? I will be answering your questions. We're going to be talking together from the live chat. So if you have any questions, if you have anything to say, if you have anything you want to talk about, put it in the live chat because we'll be talking about that as we do every week. By the way, real quick, if it's your first time here, if it's your first time on the Crypto Factor, my name is Paul. Welcome to the Crypto Factor. This channel is all about cryptopreneurship for cryptopreneurs and aspiring cryptopreneurs just like you. And we do daily 60-second videos that get straight to the point. We do impromptu live streams. We do our weekly live stream right now. And we also do interviews with some of the most successful people and pioneers in crypto around the world to answer your questions and you can emulate so you can succeed in your crypto journey. So if you like that, if that's something that you will enjoy, go ahead, subscribe down below, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the next video. I promise I will not let you down. How is everybody? Tell me in the chat, how are you? What's going on? Where are you talking from? Where in the world are you joining us right now? I'm actually in Greece, and it's kind of cold today. It was sunny. It's a weird March. It's a weird March because it's cold, it was snowing, and then it was warm, and it was cold again, and it's going to get warm again, and it's going to get cold again, all the way to April until we get that spring. So it's kind of weird. By the way, this live stream is sponsored by Vikos Water. I'm just kidding. I don't have a sponsor, but I just want to drink some water. But it's some good water. But yeah, we'll do this though. This live stream is sponsored by bitbulls.io. It's not actually sponsored, it's my own project, bitbulls.io. It's coming out in about a month and a half. It's a NFT metaverse game. Make sure you check it out. You're gonna love it, I promise. And that's it. I don't like shilling unless someone actually asks me about it. So let's see who's in the chat. I see DeFi, do your own research, saying, what's up, Uncle Paul? What's up, my man? I see Jan Glisson talking to us from Belgium. And before I say, I saw identity block earlier on with the hand signals and the hand gestures, which I love. Welcome, by the way, Jan. We'll be talking about your questions in a second about XRP. I see Justa Novame also in the chat. I see Nicholas Christensen. I see Pauline from New York City. What's up, Pauline? What's up, New York? What's up, New York? God, I love saying New York. York. You gotta do like York. You have to do it properly. You know what I mean? And I also see Divyanshu from India, my man. So, what's going on? What's going on with crypto? What's going on with Bitcoin? And let's start with Bitcoin because I made some bold claims. I made some bold claims on this channel, and I made some bold claims on Bitboy cryptos around the blockchain last week. And what I said was this. Now, if you remember, I said when we're at 39K a couple of weeks ago, I said we're going to break 40K again. And we did. Okay, that's nothing new. You know I said that. You know that came true. That's all cool. But what happened was last week, we fell under 40K. And I said if we go under 40K and close below it, I'd be very bearish. I'd be bearish. And we did. We dropped 40K. We closed below it. And everybody was bearish. Every single YouTuber out there was bearish. Everybody around the blockchain pretty much was bearish. And I made a bold claim, and I said, it was last Friday, by the end of the weekend, we're gonna go back up over 40K again. Why? Because I saw an anomaly in the charts. I saw something that was wrong. Nobody else got this, by the way, but I saw that anomaly, and I said we're going to go above the charts again, and we're going to go above 40K. Now, we didn't go up above 40K by the end of the weekend. We were 1 day late, 1.5 days late, then we went up over 40K. And it was funny because I also had Gareth Soloway on the channel. We were talking about it. And yes, look, it's not making sense. With the news that happened last week and with the technical patterns, Bitcoin should have fallen lower than what it fell to. It just didn't make sense. And because it didn't fall lower than what it came to, it didn't make sense. I called it an anomaly in the charts. And it was an anomaly, which pretty much played out. So where are we now? Well, after I also talked to Gareth Soloway, I saw that the 39K region is pretty much 40K. I use 40K psychological. He uses 39 point something, can't remember it off my head. So basically, we're holding pretty strong with everything that's going on right now. And what's going on right now is Bitcoin is trying to decide whether it's a store of value, anti-inflation, in times like this, in times of turmoil, or if it's a high-risk asset. Bitcoin is trying to decide if it's a store of value or a high-risk asset. And in my opinion, it's a bit of both. That's why there's so much volatility, because people that think it's high risk are selling, people that think it's store of value are buying. Does that make sense? So the bears and the bulls is not just people selling and buying right now, but it's mostly between the people selling that think it's a high-risk asset or see it as a high-risk asset, which is true. Bitcoin is a high-risk asset, or against the bulls, which see it as a store of value. And a lot of whales that have the big wallets are just accumulating more Bitcoin right now. So it's an interesting struggle to see how this plays out. It's a really interesting struggle. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin right now. And as you know, Bitcoin is the indicator of what's going to go on in the cryptocurrency market. It's pretty much the leader. If Bitcoin goes up, everything will go up, maybe even go up higher. Bitcoin goes down, Bitcoin sneezes and goes down, everything just drops down, right? It's this insane sort of, not an anomaly, that's not what I'm looking for, but the correlation is there. Now we gotta see if Bitcoin's gonna stay correlated to the stock market or not. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin right now. And if I'm not mistaken, let's just have a quick look here, shall we? Let's look at the charts real quick here. And don't worry, the way I do charts is very different than everybody else because I like getting straight to the point. I don't like getting deep diving on these shows. So this will be interesting for you guys. Let me just accept all these. So we're going up again. See this? We're above the two averages. And I think we might go up and break 40K again. So 39K is your new 40K. Let's see if we can go up and break 40K. If we can break 40K and close above 40K, then, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, by the way, by accident. If we can go, see the resistance is right about here. That's your first resistance right here. Then you got resistance right here about the 41 something K. And then obviously you got the very strong resistance of 45K. Now, you have to understand that if 45K is a big resistance, but we already hit 45K pretty much 3, maybe 4 times, well, 3 times. So 45K, if hit again, it most likely will break because the more you hit a resistance, the weaker it becomes. And the next time around, you can break it easier. Now, mind you, the same thing goes on with support. The more you go down and re-meet and re-hit support, the more that gets weaker. So we have a few levels here at 35K, which is holding. If we drop down and hit 35K again and don't bounce back up and meet 40K real fast, I'm not going to see that hold, and I'm going to see a 30K, and then if that breaks, which is possible, we might go down lower. But I'm very bullish at this point. I'm actually more bullish than what I am bearish. I think we're going to break 40K, and I think we might break 45K. If not, we're going to stay in this range for a while and see how it goes and go up and down while everybody's fighting, deciding where Bitcoin's going to go. Is the store of value or is the high-risk asset? It's a bit of both. Let's see what happens right now. That's what's going on with the charts right now. So yes, and let's have a look at the chat. Let's see if we have any questions now. DeFi Do Your Own Research says, how can one be blessed with some units? Usually Derek is here, and what happens is we give riddles, and whoever answers the riddle wins units. But we're not doing this week. I just changed the title. We're not doing this week. Derek is not here. He had family over. We'll do it after a week or so, and we'll start doing it again. So if you're here just for units, I'm sorry. You can log off right now. You know, and I'll see you next week. But if you're here for value, if you're here for information, if you're here for success, then go ahead, hit the like button, and I'll be taking all your chat questions and everything. You're talking about 2 people already left. That's okay. That's fine. Whoever wants to say for the value, for answering your questions, that's great. For the people that want a quick money or quick whatever, and that's all they're interested in, guess what? The Crypto Factor is not for that. The Crypto Factor, as you've been here with me from the beginning, we've been getting right calls, and like a lot of people, we're keeping it real, and we're always, always transparent, and that's how we succeed in cryptocurrency together. We succeed together. What are my thoughts about XRP? I think XRP, so when XRP was pretty much acting like a stable coin last year, I told people to get out, to sell, and get into DeFi. And then I said, once we break a certain couple of levels, you can go back to my videos, it would be time to start accumulating XRP. And I think XRP could be a good time to start accumulating now. Basically, if we go bullish, if we are in a bull market and we're not in a bear market, but if we are in a bull market, XRP, it's good to start accumulating, in my opinion. Which means what? Which means you can buy a little bit right now, and then if we go down, you can buy a little bit more. And if we go down, we can buy a little bit more. Now, the safer way to play this is to see what Bitcoin's going to do first. So if Bitcoin stabilizes, close above averages, and we see that this bull run will continue, and we get more confident, then that would be time to also, then you can start accumulating XRP. But if you want to be a little bit more riskier, you think we're already bullish, yes, buying some XRP now won't kill you. Just don't dive in. Don't go all in just yet, because we still don't know what's going to play out right now. I'm just saying it's a good time to start accumulating if XRP is a coin you want to go long term. But I would wait. I personally am waiting to see what Bitcoin does first. Because if we go in a bear market, I'll be holding a lot of cryptocurrencies because I already have a lot, but I would want my vast majority to be Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe some metaverse plays. That's it. Maybe some exchanges too, because they make money whether you're in a bull market or a bear market, and they can also bounce back. I would like to have bear market proof coins. And what do I mean by bear market proof? Bear market proof coins, meaning they'll come back after a bear market. Everything's going to go down in the bear market. But the potential of them coming back and bouncing back strong are bear market proof to me. So that would be Bitcoin, that would be Ethereum, that would be things like Sandbox, Decentraland, FTT, exchanges in general, Binance, and so on. They're not going anywhere. Right? But that does not mean they're not going to drop. So be careful, be very wary. And if you agree, go ahead and click that like button. If you want to also support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Will Feds increase interest rates this year? Okay, so the plan was to increase them. The plan was to increase them. But with everything that's going on right now, with current world events, with Ukraine, with Russia, and so on, I'm not so sure if they're going to increase them as much as they said they would, or if they don't increase them at all. I'm not sure. It's remained to be seen. But I think it's going to be seen this month because they were going to do it this month, March. So we'll find out very soon. Now, another thing that we should talk about right now that I need to mention is that it's very possible that we're going to get an ETF this year, a Bitcoin ETF. What's a Bitcoin ETF? There's already futures ETFs. It's not the same thing. You see, futures ETFs, they're on leverage. You don't have to own Bitcoin in order to make futures for any product. But a Bitcoin ETF, what ETFs actually are, means you need to hold Bitcoin in order to run them. So if we get that might be a great catalyst for Bitcoin to take off and take the market with them. Now, if you're wondering where I'm getting this information from, it's not my own information. It is not my own information. I just happened to watch BitBoy Crypto's show this morning, which also happened to talk about Crypto Banter show earlier on that morning. And he had Ron Powell on the show, which said this. So for me, it's still a theory. It's not 100%. I haven't looked into it, but I do respect Ron a lot. So I do think there might be something there. He's not the type of guy to show something or talk about something without him knowing something. Let's put it that way. So we might get it. We might get a Bitcoin ETF either this month or in April, but I'm not going to take the credit for it because I did not see that, okay? I'm just laying that out there. As I said earlier on, we're fully transparent on this channel. And if that's something you appreciate, then go ahead, please subscribe down below. And don't forget to hit the bell notification button so you can also become part of the Factor fam. The Factor fam, it's us, a family that want to succeed together in cryptocurrency. Yes? All right. And I'm guessing crypto prices will drop. Well, crypto prices are relevant to what Bitcoin's going to do. If Bitcoin goes up, they'll go up. If it goes down, more than likely they'll go down. Now, Bitcoin, as much as a rise in interest rates could affect Bitcoin, you have to understand that by this time, that's all priced in, because we've known about this for months. We've known about the raising of interest rates. So that's priced in. What does priced in mean? Priced in means that it probably won't affect Bitcoin's price as much as everybody thinks it will. So if Bitcoin is suddenly seen as a store of value, if people are getting into Bitcoin, if there's another catalyst like an ETF or whatever, which will dwarf interest rates hikes, in my opinion, or if it's seen more of a store of value, that fight we were talking about with bulls and bears, then it doesn't matter if they raise rates. It really doesn't. Bitcoin will keep going up. That's why I'm saying things are looking pretty bullish for Bitcoin, but we have to be wary. But yeah, there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of theories out there. We need to cut through those and see the truth, see what's going on, so we don't get caught off guard. Nicholas Christiansen, can you give us some tips on swing trading based on using psychology? And hello for Denmark. Hello and hi to Denmark. No, and let me tell you why. When I swing trade, I don't look at news and events that much. I don't. I might look at them 20% of the time. I look at charts, right? So I cannot give you advice based off of news and psychology. Mind you, charts do measure psychology. They do measure sentiment. So my advice for you, if you want to start swing trading like I do, and make the calls that I do on this channel, which I make them. Mind you, when I make calls on this channel, I make calls about Bitcoin when I swing trade. Everything else, I might give some my feedback and my opinion, but I always chart Bitcoin only. I think it's stupid to chart anything else. If Bitcoin goes up, everything else will go up. If Bitcoin goes down, everything will go down. So I chart Bitcoin. If I see it's going down, I know everything's going to go to shit. If Bitcoin's going up and we're in a bull market for a while, then we can do charts for other cryptocurrencies. But in the most part, I just look at Bitcoin to chart. Everything else, I look at fundamentals. And I might look at what's going to come out on chain metrics, not on chain metrics, but what updates might be going out in the future and stuff like that, and then just make sure I hold through it. But if you want my advice on swing trading, learn technical analysis, learn Eastern and Western technical analysis, learn candlesticks, The best course out there is by Neil Nissan. He was the actual guy that founded and bought candlesticks to us. The Japanese were using it before us, by the way. Bought candlesticks to us, and then of course this was also added with our current system, our Eastern system, Western Eastern, whatever, technical analysis, and it was combined. So make sure you learn candlesticks, make sure you learn working with charts. There's different ways to do technical analysis. For example, I do a different way than Gareth Soloway. Gareth Soloway will chart a different way than the chart guys. The chart guys will chart a different way than Tone Vays. But they're all legit, and they all make sense. And then what you can do, you can also verify your analysis with other analysis and see if it fits, if that makes sense. So my best advice for you, see those books? A lot of them are on technical analysis, and I recommend you start reading up to them. I don't sell courses on TA. I don't have a paid group. I do none of that. So the best advice I can give you, and even, do some reading, get some courses or read books. And it takes about 2 years or 3 years to learn how to use technical analysis. And I've had this argument with somebody the other day. And then, anybody can learn technical analysis in 5 minutes. No, they can't. That's why they lose all their money. That's why 98.7% of traders lose their money, is because they think they know how to do technical analysis and they don't. Just because you read a manual on how to drive a car or watch a YouTube video or two like the guy suggested about how to drive a car does not mean you're going to go out and drive a car. You'll take a lot of people with you to where you're going if you do that. It takes a while because as you're driving the car, you get experience and you learn how much to, steer the steering wheel, how to push the gas on when you're turning and so on. And out of experience with rain, this, that, snow, you learn until it becomes second nature. And 2 and 3 years might sound like a long time, but it's not. You become a lawyer in 8 years, become a doctor in 6 or 7 years. To become a technical analyst, you can need 2-3 years to become good at it. It's not a bad investment of your time, and you can make more money than the other two combined. So that's my advice for you, is learn technical analysis. But don't rush, and make sure you understand you don't know what you don't know. It's a journey, and you keep learning. I used to teach Forex. I used to teach how to do TA in Forex, and I'm still learning. So, and I started doing that in 2014, 2015. So imagine. Keep that in. That's the best. As a matter of fact, it's the best advice I can give you, man. Learn how to trade. Learn how to TA, learn candlesticks, and have patience. Have patience, but not too much patience. Okay? Patience is not a virtue. What do I mean? Let me give you some entrepreneurial advice here, because I also have an entrepreneurial channel. I'm not gonna shill it. I'm just telling you. Patience is not a virtue. It's a myth. Patience is not a virtue. Impatience is. Let me explain. Too much patience in today's rate, in today's society, will keep you from taking action, will keep you getting the deal, will stop you getting started, whether it's learning, working, doing a business, whatever it is, it will stop you. Patience is not a virtue. You have to be quick. And let me just explain this properly to you. You have to be quick to get started. Then have patience to reap the rewards. Let me say that again. You need to be quick and impatient to get started, and then patient to reap the rewards. Does that make sense? And that's why you need to learn TA and be patient. But don't be too patient. Get started and start learning today if possible. And then be patient to reap the rewards and learn. I think that's the best advice I can give you, Nicholas. By the way, if you like that, hit that like button. If you agree and you liked what I just said, just hit the like button. And that's why we are the best cryptopreneurship channel in the world, right here. Okay. I see Yasu Paul from Igor Balnaro. Hi, how are you? To you too. Torsten Hempel, Paul, good to see you. Good evening. How you doing, Torsten? Nice to see you too. Okay. Divyanshu says, right now, the condition of the market is so unpredictable, can't say anything. It's funny you should say that. If you know technical analysis, you would know we're in a range. And ranges usually form when there's unpredictability. So yes, you're absolutely right. It is unpredictable. But we can see what those key levels are. 40K above, 40K psychological, okay, there's other different levels, but 40K psychological, above, close above, remain above, chance to go to 45K, 45K is resistance, we break that, we're bullish. We're bullish, that's it, until we're proven otherwise, with a stop loss under 45K, right? If we go down to 35K, let's see what happens. 35K is support. If we break 35K, we're going down to 30. So what do? We wait to see the bounce, and if there's a bounce, then we put the stop loss under 35K. So knowing TA, you see those ranges, and you can even trade those ranges. That's day trading. So you can day trade those ranges, or you can swing trade and be more patient like I am. So it all depends. I've tried day trading, I've tried swing trading. I prefer swing trading. It's less stress. It's more a bigger time frame. You can look at every week or every few days, whatever, depending on what your time frame is, and it's generally safer, and you can still make a lot of money. Day trading, actually, you might even make less money because you're always trying to trade, but you can make a few $100s a day. So it depends on what you're trying to do and what your goal is and what you're good at. I find myself better at swing trading than day trading. Shah says, I am struggling with collecting ETH and Bitcoin. Well, Shah, dollar cost average, man, and be patient. That's when you are patient. So you're impatient to start, you're impatient, you start cryptocurrency, you start your journey, then you have to be patient to reap the rewards. So start dollar cost averaging. So depending on where you live, which country you are, what budget you're in, right? What your budget is and what your risk factors are. If you want to invest $1,000, put $100 right now. Then put $100 next week, and $100 next week after that, $100 next week after that. And what that will do, as the price goes up and down, it will give you the best average, the best possible average that Bitcoin price would be over this period of time. And that's what dollar cost averaging is. Does that make sense? If it keeps on going down, you're happy because you keep on accumulating more Bitcoin. If it keeps on going up, you're happy because you're part of the market. Does that make sense? I have a super chat here. Let me read that super chat real quick. Or actually, it's a Bitbull sponsor. Henrix, man, how are you? How are you doing, man? Thank you. Greetings to the Diaz. Yeah, Diaz is inside sleeping right now because it's cold. And the phrase, stop waiting for everything. Anything nice to say so I don't give up on crypto. Yeah, man, don't give up on crypto, man. Crypto is the future, dude. Crypto is the future. Where else can you find an opportunity right now that can give you so much rewards? Not just money, because it's not just about money, but knowledge. And you don't have to finish high school. You don't have to be educated. You don't have to have a lot of money. It doesn't matter if you're white. Doesn't matter if you're black. Doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter if you're gay. Doesn't matter if you're Greek. Doesn't matter if you're Turk. Doesn't matter if you're Christian. Doesn't matter if you're Muslim. Where else can you find such a great opportunity right now, both in acquiring knowledge and also profits? And you know what? It's not just about trading. You can make money trading, but if you're a graphic designer, you can become a graphic designer for crypto. For crypto companies, they pay a lot more. Anything you do in crypto pays a lot more. You charge a lot more. If you are an accountant, guess what? Learn how to do crypto accounting for Bitcoin. You know how much of a demand there is and so little of a supply there is if you're an accountant right now to pivot into Bitcoin, to pivot into Bitcoin accounting, make your own firm or work for someone else or start your own project. You know how many people want advice for their taxes in there? Do that. If you were a lawyer, companies are hiring lawyers left and right. If you are a personality and you want to start a YouTube channel, do that. If you are a writer, write a few books. Do that. There is so much opportunity right now. It's insane. And people are missing a big picture because they're focusing on bear market, bull market, and what's going on there. But they're missing all the huge profits of knowledge right here, which is much more important, much more sustainable. And that is bear market proof. So yeah, do not leave crypto, right? Because crypto is the future. Crypto is now and is the future, right? So make sure you keep on going. Make sure you keep on staying in, man. And that is financial advice. Where can I find the best news about crypto that can have big influence on the market? Listen, man, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. Let me say that again. Show me the charts, I will tell you the news. Let me explain this to you, something that people don't like talking about because they live off of news, right? There's news for the masses and there's news for the classes, right? Let me say that again. There's news for the masses and there's news for the classes. We, you, me, and others don't get the news for the classes. We just don't. That's for the people that are really high up, the whales, the politicians, and so on. That's news for the classes. All we get is news for the masses, which is already too late because by the time that happens, markets already move. Everything else, these can tend to be able to be seen in charts. If you do charts, if you read charts, you'll be able to predict the news. How do you think I predicted XRP back in the day and I got out of it for DeFi? Because I looked at the charts. How do you know? How did I get into Bitcoin and sit at 39K that we're going to go up and visit 45K? Because I saw the charts. Forget the news. Show me the charts. I'll tell you the news. Learn how to chart. Okay? Now, if you want news, follow BitBoy Crypto. Follow Crypto Banter. They do a lot of news. It's great. It's nice to see the news. It's fun. It justifies what you don't understand about TA. But you don't need to know the news to trade Bitcoin or anything else, by the way. Anything. My thoughts on Quant, it's a good project, but I think right now it's no reason to get into it until we get a confirmed bull market. Solana Nicholas, is a very good coin. It's a very good cryptocurrency. It's fast, it's efficient. A lot of games are going to be built on it. I would say it's a good bet. If somebody wants to get into Solana, it's never a bad time because even if we slip into a bear market and it goes down, there's so many huge investors behind it, so much people behind it that it will come back. So Solana is a good cryptocurrency. DeFi, do your own research. Bear is what I want, though I don't mind the bull. Yep, totally agree with you. I'm the other way around though. Bull is what I want, but I don't mind a bear. And the reason is I have a lot of cryptocurrency already, so to each his own. J King says, hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDC for the bear market. Yes, yeah, well I do. That in most parts, I hold stable coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum. If we get into a bear market, then I can buy more, or I can live off my USDC by changing it into USD and use my YRX card, for example. But at the same time, if we get back into a bull market, I still have exposure with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if we go down, Bitcoin and Ethereum, in the most part, will bounce back at some point. So those for me are bear market proof coins. Do I trade with leverage? There is no reason, Nicholas, to trade with leverage in crypto because there's so much volatility and so much profits to be made either way that leverage is just a disaster. People are getting liquidated left and right. As a matter of fact, that's what a short squeeze is. Whenever it goes down and goes up all the time with volatility, people get squeezed out, and they get margin calls and they basically get liquidated. So I'm against leverage trading in general. And if you, mind you, if you'd go to cryptofactor.net right now, I'll show you something, okay? If you go to cryptofactor.net right now, which is my website, let me just show you something real quick. Right? This is my website, by the way. You can check it out. For some reason, this is not loading right now. But if you go to affiliates, if you go to affiliates on cryptofactor.net, see, I do have affiliate links for exchanges here and so on. I do, okay? But nowhere do I tell people to trade with leverage. I just don't. I don't believe in trading with leverage. I used to do it. I lost $20,000 doing it, right? Because it's so volatile. And what they do is they do hunt stops. They do stop hunting. And it's a bit of a scam. they can actually stop you out even if you're correct, because what they'll do is you'll have a price, you'll have your stop loss, they will hit that stop loss before they go up on purpose, right? So I would not do leverage trading for no reason in crypto. You don't need it. Just trade crypto without leverage. Anybody telling you, see, people will show you these links and tell you to sign up because they make money when you leverage trade. They make leverage. If you sign up to my affiliate links, maybe I'll get $10, right? Maybe I'll make some money if you use the exchange. I don't even know what it is. It's minimal, right? And it doesn't cost you anything. They just give it to me as an affiliate link. But if you leverage trade and get liquidated, which is most of the time, 98% of the time you will, right? Because people don't know what they're doing. The exchanges make money and so do the affiliates. So everyone tells you, hey, use leverage, just be careful. And if you know what you're doing, well, you don't know what you're doing. You don't even know technical analysis, so you're going to lose your shit. So basically everyone makes money except you. Guess who makes money? So guess who they're making their money from? From you. So no, do not leverage trade. There is no reason. Plus, leverage trading 5-10x is huge. And you have crypto exchanges doing 100x leverage trading? That's insane. That's a felony in my opinion. That should not be done. They should not let people do that. They shouldn't. That's just gambling. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. Torsten says, what do you think about allegations against Paul Hawkinson and the resulting impact on ADA? I have not heard of anything. To be honest with you, I haven't been looking at the news the last few days. I didn't have time, so I didn't hear about it. I'll check it out and let you know next time. I don't know what happened. If somebody wants to write something in the chat, that would be cool. Shah says 15 to 20x coins from here. What, on the upside or the downside, dude? Because right now, people asking right now for 15, 20x coins. What people don't understand is they can go either way that direction. And chances are they're going to go down because we're in very hard grounds right now. And if we go down, a lot of these coins are not going to bounce back up. So so you're asking for 15, 20x, but you don't understand that can go both ways. Right now, I wouldn't get in any 15 or 20x coins because it's not the right time. Wait for a confirmed bull market, then your chances will be higher. But doing it right now is financial suicide because it's gambling and chances it's just not a trade zone. So stick to the big boys right now and don't get into any 15 or 20x cryptocurrencies, no matter what they tell you, no matter what the big YouTubers or small YouTubers tell you, because they just want to make content. It's wrong because those 15, 20x coins, tokens, whatever you want to call them, can go either direction. Okay, so be very careful. Haya Ali Ahmad says, hey Paul, how do you look about Mobox coin? Never heard of it, man. Sorry. Happy Sandy from Ontario, Tricky BJJ, what's up, man? Thanks for the great answer. What's your top 3 platforms for swing trading? Very good question. Let me show you. I only suggest what I use. KuCoin and Binance. And if you can't get into them for any reason, you can always get into Coinbase. Now, I do have Bybit. I do have a Bybit affiliate account here. Bybit will give me the most profits for affiliates. I don't recommend it. I don't like it as much as Binance and KuCoin. I just don't. What do I think of Cardano? I think it's a good project. I don't know what this news is that came out. I haven't looked at it. I think it's a good project. I think it will have its time in the future. DeFi, do your own research, says I only DCA, no trading. That's the safest way, man. Henrik says, make a swing trading tutorial for your supporters. I'm always thinking about doing it. Look, I need to find time to do it because, as you know, I also have my game that's coming out, bitbulls.io, right? If you don't know about it, it's bitbulls.io, bitbulls with a Z. You should check it out. That's taking up a lot of my time. Then I have my books, I have this, I have that, I do my consulting. So there's not a lot of time for me to come up with a course. But if I do ever come up with a course, know that it's going to be 100% free. 100% free. Just like my NFT course. I'm not going to charge for that. OnlyFans. I'll do an OnlyFans, right? But let's just wait for summer. I need to lose some weight. I need to shave my chest. No, not my legs. Don't even go there. I said my chest, okay? I'm hairy. It gets too hot. Get like bush hair. Ever see those with the bush hair coming out like the chin here? You gotta shave that shit, dude. Like, where are you going like that? Nobody wants to see that. Okay. I've been in crypto for a year and it's still overwhelming. I have so much to learn. Now I'm ready to take classes and study TA. Well done, congratulations, and do it, and you'll have our support. We'll be with you along the way. Any questions you may have, you can ask here. Crypto tax consultants are paying for my chicken tendies. All right, what's the future of XLM? Pretty much what the future of XRP is. It was very correlated back in the day. It used to follow XRP, and I think it still is. So if XRP does well and it goes up, I think XLM will follow. Meanwhile, XLM has some amazing tech. Amazing tech. A lot of companies use XLM. I think that it's actually underrated. I don't think people understand the power of XLM. I really don't. It's fast, it's efficient. You know those units we send everybody when then Derek is here on the WhatsApp number, that's built using Stellar Network. It's amazing. Hey Paul, how are you? My question is, if Bitcoin goes below 10K or even 5K, will it be an end or will it survive? I'll be buying as much Bitcoin as I can at this point. It's not going to go that low in my opinion. Yes, it's possible, but it's not probable. There's a big difference between possibilities and probabilities. I don't see us going under 20K in the bear market, maybe 17, 18K, like with a candle, like a dip, but I don't think we're gonna go under. I'm saying that right now. When we get closer to that, I'll be able to give you a better technical answer. But right now, I don't see us going under the previous all-time high, which was 20K. There's so much strong support there. And then we have huge support of 13K, by the way. Do you recommend USDC, USDT, or USD, or all of them? I hope this question has made sense. Well, USD, it depends on what you want to do, right? USD may be taxable, depends where you live. That also depends, so that depends on your accountant. I can't give you advice for that. But if you're going to be in crypto, you generally want to stick to crypto. It's just faster, less fees to transfer, and so on. So I use USDT and USDC. I actually have a mix of both of them just in case. So I use both, and both of them work fine. And then if anything happens, you can always go back to either one of them. By the way, there was a lot of FUD back in the day that said that USDT might close down or whatever, and they had some legal problems. That would probably put Bitcoin to go up. Because think about this, a lot of people are saying if that happens, it's the end of crypto. No, it's not. Most of that USDT, in my opinion, will go into Bitcoin. Because let's say you're in China, where you're not allowed to have Bitcoin, or let's say you're somewhere where you don't want people to know how much money you have, or whatever. It's like the inflation is crazy for your currency, and so on. Do you really think people are going to go back into their currency and get taxed the shit out of, if not thrown in prison if they're not allowed to do it, or lose their money? No, they'll go into Bitcoin because it's the most stable one. That's why Bitcoin is king of all cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has its use case, right? Shah, I wasted a lot of money in 2019, 2020. That money could be, millions a day if you put it in crypto. That's pretty much. I can pretty much vouch for that one. In Bitcoin halving, will meme coins make gains if Bitcoin go up? Well, meme coins will go up in the bull market regardless. The Bitcoin halving usually makes Bitcoin go bullish. It doesn't go immediately bullish. I don't know why every 4 years we have this discussion, but after a while, generally Bitcoin will start going up, and usually then after we have the altcoins go up, and meme coins are usually part of that. XRP gold, XLM silver, XDC copper, is that true, Paul? No. It's not. I don't know where you got that from. Gold is gold, silver is silver, copper is copper, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, Ethereum is Ethereum, XRP is XRP. Do you think that in the near future all physical money will be gone? I hope not. I think that's where we're heading. I don't think that's good. I hope not. I think people should be able to hold their own currency. That's why Bitcoin's a big use case. That's why cryptocurrencies are a big use case. That's why I love them so much. I think that if there's no cash to be able to hold, there's too much control, and I personally don't like that. Plus, it opens up avenues, not just for control, but also biblical prophecies, which I don't really want them to play out just yet. But that's another discussion. BitTorrent, I don't know nothing about. I don't really like. I don't have nothing to talk about BitTorrent. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to another show. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe down below and hit that bell notification button if you got value. I love all of you, each and every one of you. Thank you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Love you.